Yes, sir. Welcome to my life story. I go by Money Man. Please hit that like button, subscribe button. I do appreciate all the love and support, man. Let's keep running it up. I wanted to do a giveaway pretty soon, but let's keep going. I appreciate the love. Once again, this is my life story 702. I go by Money Man, and we out. Yes, sir.
Be expected. For one, it's a no jumper platform. Two, look what he got the light on him. Now, can he consistently continue to do it? Is he going to continue to have something else to talk about? I mean, I don't know. He could, maybe not.
I mean, to be fair, he's done probably like 5 interviews and probably 10, 20 versus ones and a whole bunch of other shit. Like, I feel like it could wear off, but this is the thing, is that a lot of people who get into his position kind of like are boring. They just don't really have a lot going on. Woody is like a crazy zany personality. He's got a lot of energy. He actually has something to offer in these sort of situations. So I feel like his superpower is going to be slow to wear off, even as people start to get kind of numb to him.
I'm saying, like, if him doing music and him, I mean, whoever's around him and they keep him working and keep him doing things, he'll be all right. But right now, he's the it thing.
Right. It's fire.
To be real, he's a it thing. That's what it is.
He's a cool guy. Do you think it says anything about Atlanta that nobody seems particularly concerned with messing with Woody?
Just because he hasn't been messed with don't mean people aren't concerned about messing with him. He just hasn't been caught by the right people or the wrong people. I think even he knows that.
You think somebody could get away with something similar in LA?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
Who?
Rather not say his name.
Okay. Well, you've seen it where people have been like fully embraced?
Everybody watched him get on the stand for like 7-8 months. Everybody watched him get up there and point their finger at 7-8 people. And shit, he still moves around.
Yeah, okay. I can think of an example or two, yeah.
I've seen it. It's just real stuff. So at the end of the day, I don't think the generation that took that seriously, they're older. The youngsters, because they look at it like I might be in that position one day, or that's my homeboy, we eating together, or things like that, and they just blow it off. It's different. And then the older cats, they really ain't willing to take that risk to deal with it because it's like they're doing something else. Like Troy Ave said, the streets is a myth. It's phasing out.
I saw a video, it was like a viral Instagram reel of this guy sort of breaking down, talking about LA. I wish I had the link, but he basically says that he keeps saying this ain't Chicago, talking about LA. And he says basically out of all these neighborhoods that you think are crazy as there might be 2 to 5 dudes who are actually out here putting in work.
No, I ain't gonna do that.
And this is like a big generalization this guy was saying, but he's basically saying that like even in your craziest hoods, it's a very small percentage of people who are going to go out of their way to do destruction on their enemies.
It was always like a 10 percentile of neighborhoods that was those type of guys. Everybody ain't from the neighborhood ain't those type of guys. And then out of that 10%, few locked up, few on the street.
Right. They get killed and they get locked up.
Depending on how big the neighborhood is. Yeah. 10% could mean something with a big neighborhood. 1,000 deep, that's 100 hitters. Right? Out of the 100, 40 of them might be in jail. 60 on the street, 20 of them might be OT doing their thing, 40 of them running around the set, in and out. Right? But nah, it's too many different neighborhoods for somebody to say that. It's not as loud as it used to be, but it still goes on. But I got a soft side with people when I see them with their kids. So Woody get mad at me. Everybody gets mad at me for the same reason.
You hear him throwing shots at you in that interview?
The same shit you read, I read. But when I read it, I heard Remo say some shit to his face. How you feel about people calling you woo 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 woo? He didn't get mad. But if I say it, it's a problem. That's weird to me. He didn't really, I mean, he ain't really had nothing to say about me. And what he gonna say? He don't know nothing about me. I know he lied about the parking lot shit with Game. He's a liar about that. He lied like a mother.
Woody lied about what?
Straight lie.
What do you mean?
When he was on the thing telling them people that he was in the parking lot with Game, got into it with Thug, straight lied.
Really?
Yeah, I was running point on that. We know who was in the parking lot. Pee Wee was in the parking lot.
But he's trying to create like a big cloud of misinformation to sort of like obscure his prior tattling, right?
Nah, I mean, at the end of the day, he was, when I heard that, I said, okay, somebody told him the story, and he's just throwing it in there, because he wasn't the one there. He can't talk to us. That's how I got Game and Thug on the phone, right? And we worked it out. And actually, the conversation, I think he mentioned like Nipsey Hussle or someone made the call. That wasn't Nip, that was JoJo Capone from Chicago made that call, right? And so at the end of the day, it's like I hear some of the things he says. I just learned that he caught another gun case in 2021 and another one in like 2023. So, you know, you don't know how deep this thing runs. And when you playing with somebody like that, that's letting you know what they're going to do, you can't play with them. You know what I'm saying? Because if they get caught trying to do something, they going to give it up on you. But if you get caught trying to do something to him and you ain't all the way thorough, he going to get down on you too. It's like they got this new thing. They call them killer rats.
Superpower.
Killer rats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just because a motherfucker tell don't mean he still don't know how to do what he know how to do. And as you seen, he had some people with him, right?
He was moving around the right way.
And he had people with him.
Yep.
His block with him. It's never have I seen a block. Yeah, champion that. But for whatever reason, he got that going for himself. And you know, for his daughter's sake, I hope he can keep it going.
Yeah, it's a whole new world.
I don't care. Don't affect me.
I saw you were pissed off at YouTubers creating the narrative that me going out to Atlanta was what got all these dudes hit with this federal drug RICO.
Yeah, come on. How they gonna put together a sting and arrest 30-something people in 3 days?
Right.
Now, the shit with Brick is crazy.
Yeah.
I guess Brick went to the studio with
Pee-wee.
individual. You didn't go to studio, right?
Nah. But also, like, during the time that we were there, keep in mind this is right after Rich Homie Quan died. We go there like immediately after, just coincidentally. And people, like, there's so much misinformation going on in the streets because people were telling us, people were saying that Pee Wee Longway died. Then people are telling us Pee Wee Longway's in the hospital. People are telling us Pee Wee Longway's in the hospital off the same Molly as Rich Homie Quan, which we also don't even know that that's what happened to Rich Homie Quan. Either way,
he was foaming.
All that, I think Pee Wee might have landed himself in the hospital at some point briefly, but like there's just so much misinformation going around from just random people that we're running into. And then I start seeing those same rumors like basically coming out as Instagram posts and shit like that. Meanwhile, we never touched it.
There was a lot of drugs found. Like what they say, 100, 200 million street value.
But I believe Pee Wee wasn't even locked up.
What you mean?
He might have been questioned around this time, but I have a very, very valid.
He's locked up right now, right?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
I have a very, very valid source in Atlanta who told me, I've seen the paperwork. His name was not in the indictment. The people that picked up the ones that are getting charged, all of them are facing life. Pee Wee's name was not on it. I think they just detained him. That's what somebody that I'm in communication with told me. So I think that the whole thing was just like massively exaggerated. But at the very least, I think it caused people to dwell on the fact that Pee Wee Longway has been kind of like chronically underappreciated. One of the greatest rappers to come out of Atlanta, and realistically, I think should have been a lot bigger than he was. But he's got a crazy catalog. So Pee Wee Longway, I would love to give you your flowers while you can still smell
So
it.
he's not locked up?
I don't believe so, no. I don't think he was ever locked up. I think he might have been detained or questioned.
So the other 30 people were?
I do believe, yeah.
Yeah, well, you know. He hasn't been on his socials or nothing?
A little bit. He has, actually. He had a post earlier where he was saying, I want to rock right now. What
I
did he
know
say? He said,
little TJ not locked up.
MPA is a brand. Now it's time to go harder than ever. Time to bring fresh talent to the team. Tighten up featuring drop. Tighten up for real. Drop names who really want to be a part of the team, not gang. SMH. So apparently, and there's 4,000 people responded to that.
I like the team thing.
Like even this, he posted a photo of himself. He got 57,000 likes. I feel like that's probably like a lot more likes than he's been getting.
But he hasn't went live or anything like that.
Actually, I'm full of shit. You're getting like 50,000 likes on a lot of stuff.
But he hasn't went live or anything. Nobody hasn't seen him on social media live or.
Yeah, I guess you're right. He posted this photo, but that photo could have realistically have been from anywhere. But I don't believe he's locked up, as far as I know. But also, I do know a guy who's helping him run his account too. So who the f knows what's going on?
Yes, sir. This is my life story 702. I want to say thank you for all the love and support. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Much love to everybody. Stay tuned in for more content. If you want to support the channel, please hit that Cash App. It's Jeremiah Leo 29. Yes, sir. We out.